Hello and welcome to the lecture series on Railways, Harbour Tunneling and Airport for the subject code 18CV 645, Module 4, Session 7, Typical Airport Layouts. In this session, we are going to discuss about how the different types of airport layouts are going to be constructed based on the site criteria and other important factors and references. So as we said that we are going to be said a typical airport. The word typical airport is going to be comprises of optimistic way and of designing all the key element. Hence, the layout of an airport is always going to be mainly depends upon the basic configuration of the runway. So as I said in the previous sessions also, runway in its orientation and its size or dimension plays a very critical role for the layout of other component is going to be decided. So as we said that the other airport element, then when you are going to be selected, or if you want to correlate in such a way that it should be always having a smooth flow of traffic, then keeping in mind minimum taxiway distancing, providing always the shortest route for the passenger. So this I talked in the previous sessions also, what could be the length of travel, baggaging distances and passenger time taken to reach that point. So a proper airport layout is always going to be provide a full functional and efficiency with the minimum space utilization. That's what optimal space utilizations when we talk as an engineer. So that's what an engineer should keep all these things always the simplest in designing, which could yield the optimum services to the air passenger. So that is how we are going to be deciding a typical airport layout has been concerned. So if we have a concept for layout for a pattern has been concerned, so it is always going to be configured as we talk about the pattern. So always the pattern of an airport layout is going to be determined to a greatest extent with respect to configuration of a runway. So that's what when we talk about all those things, so this runway is going to be a key element depending upon which all the concepts are going to be decided. So that is the thing, it is going to be a principal element of an airport. So some other secondary element like an apron, taxiway, terminal building are going to be positioned based on the orientation of the runway. So that's what the concept we are going to be developing for layout of an airport has been concerned. So next factor is going to be the airport capacity. So airport capacity refers to the ability of an airport, so it can offer the services to the aircraft for ease of a landing or a takeoff operation, so in a given period of a time. In other words, the capacity of an airport is going to be expressed in terms of the number of a landing or a takeoff in the said airport. So that's what the aircraft or airport capacity is going to be measured. So in turn it is going to be depend upon the runway and its configuration, skyline surrounding development, landing apron space and type of instrumental landing system we are been operating in the particular airport. So these are all some of the type of an airport, the basic runway length and configurations and other element. So just going to the figure A, where we are been having a single runway concept. It means only a one single runway. So then other key elements how it is going to be arranged. So just look at this, this is a runway and this is stuffed area and apron, terminal building, another apron on this side. So this is going to be the hangar. So this is if we are going to be having only a one runway, that is a single runway. So open parallel concept, say for the two runways which is been running over a parallel with respect to the vicinity, it depends upon the site condition and the topo and type of aircraft has to be constructed. So we are going to be having two aprons on the adjacent sides and parallel line. So one hangar which is going to be at a perpendicular direction, which is going to be providing a continuous connectivity without having hampering the movement of a air traffic. That is with respect to parallel concept has been concerned. Suppose if you are going to be having an offset parallel concept, this is going to be the hangar once again, two runways, then the aprons are going to be provided on the adjacent side and depends upon the type of an aircraft we are been operating. So depending upon the if it is going to be site availability is going to be less, but we need required to operate more aircraft, or we need to handle more number of landing and takeoff condition. So if the wind data is not going to be giving a full coverage, so in such cases we are going to be opt for two runway concept. So we are going to be having it's a single runway, but it's going to be intersection of a two runways. So one runway is going to be, say if it is going to be a north south direction, just I am giving the example. So another runway is going to be running over the east west. It means on the two directions we can operate at a time depending upon the wind intensity. So in such cases, so other amenities are going to be, so that this area we can properly use, that intersection area left over on the side, land side is for an apron, and building area or other construction to be done on the other side. So if it is going to be a non-intersecting type, so both the runways are going to be on the V shape but not intersecting. In such cases the apron is going to be so interconnected. So on the other side we are going to be having a terminal building or any other facility. So that's what orientation of a runway is going to be playing its role in deciding the geometry or the layout of other components of an airport. So depending upon the network or the load or the airport capacity and the wind direction, so this is another type where we are going to be having a three intersecting runway. Just see, so this is going to be the runway number 1, another runway is going to be running over here with another direction, and this is the runway direction 3. So we are going to be having a both intersection here. So another runway is going to be independent, it is going to be operating. So in such condition we should not provide the amenities here because it has to be kept minimum distance away from all this intersection point. So this is going to be the taxiway, then exit taxiway and the apron, where we are going to be having an optimal space to have it. Then the hangar area, parking area, likewise we are going to be having means arranging the layout for an airport. In some of the extreme conditions, so we are going to be having a tangential type of a runway layout. So just look at this image. So in the center we are going to be having a apron and any other terminal buildings at the center. Radially we are going to be having a runway or a circular apron. So that is going to be possible to handle the maximum capacity with the least site requirement. That is the idea why the runway configurations is going to be having different layout patterns has been concerned. So apart from that one, if we are going to be having an international airport as the thing, so we should have a runway according to the orientation. So one is going to be having a maximum a minimum length of 3.5 kilometers or 3.500 meters of a length, then 45 meters of a width, that is a runway width. So second runway should be having, there is an auxiliary of 2.5 kilometers having the same width of 45 meters of runway. So then the taxiways provided to take care about the aircraft loading. So apart from that one, depending upon the airport capacity, so a number of aprons are going to be decided. So this area is going to be used for the future expansion. Then depending upon the load or the passenger, independently we can have buildings. Then this is for the future parking area, and a terminal building has been concerned. So we should have a segregated parking area, the hangar, then other any facilities we are going to be providing it. So apart from that one, other modes of connectivity is going to be done with respect to, it may be a national highway or any other suburban railway connectivity. So this is another type of an international airport we are going to be configuring. So depending upon the sizes, or if it is going to be in a segment or it is going to be in a phase construction, just to see that here is going to be the phase 1. So in the phase 1 we can have the construction, it may be apron or terminal building, cargo complexes, any other thing we can construct it. So same thing we are going to be expanding in the phase 2, the symmetry on the either side for the futuristic development. So that is how the layout plans are going to be decided with respect to availability of site, topo, aircraft sizes, so operation, instrumental landing, then airport facilities, the traffic. So likewise the different layouts can be done. So these are some of the images. So just see how actually it's going to be built with respect to layout configuration has been concerned. This is the runway number 1, runway number 2 and runway number 3. So apart from that one, we can see the facilities of a terminal building. So exit taxiway and apron spacing. So likewise, so we can arrange the things in the systematic way. So this is some airport which has been having the layout configuration. So this is another type of layout we can explain. It is going to be at both having at a 90 degree, that is an apron, and it is been surrounding area. So we can see that the markings, so that is from exit taxiway to that is an apron to we can tow towards the taxiway and its runway has been concerned. So at this end we can see the ATC cabinet and terminal building. That is apart from that one, we can see the connectivity, that may be a road or a rail. So on this we can have the fuel bunk or a parking area, etc. So that is a layout configuration for another type of an international airport. So this is a circular type where we can have maximized type of an apron landings. I try to see this is the first bay and this is the second bay, centralized or decentralized type of airport. This is the terminal area. So this is going to be the amenity provided, parking lots, etc. So these are the thing we should take care, and we can see this image of a ATC cabinet also. These are the lines. So just I am drawing. This is the exit taxiway connecting the taxiway, and it might be main runway. That's how airport layouts of an international airport is going to be done with respect to the geometry. So these are the things we need to discuss with the different layouts plan has been concerned. To prepare these sessions, we have used the same standard reference textbook as mentioned in the syllabus and web reference. Thank you.